evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lepakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Tuesday, the 8th of September. Indian Prime Minister Modi discusses growth prospects of economy with industrialists. Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi kicks off campaign for upcoming parliamentary polls. And digitized version of Mahatma Gandhi's collected works launched. And now for all the details, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday met with top industry leaders, bankers and economists to discuss the current global economic scenario and the opportunities it presents for India. The meeting stressed on the need to turn the global economic upheaval into India's advantage.
27 top industrialists, bankers and economists including Reliance India Limited Chairman Mukesh Ambani, Tata Group Chief Cyrus Mistry and RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan met with the Prime Minister at his residence on Tuesday. The meeting was convened to brainstorm steps needed to strengthen Indian economy by turning the present global uncertainties, including the Greek crisis and Chinese economic situation, into an opportunity for the country. While the Prime Minister asked the industrialists to increase risk-taking and step up investments, the industry leaders pitched for an interest rate cut which would help them to do the same.
इसमें इंटरनेशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट की भी बात हुई और डोमेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट की भी बात हुई और जो फोकस सबसे ज़्यादा डाला गया था वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे था, क्योंकि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की कमी होने की वजह से हमारी कंपेटिटिवनेस भी कम हो जाती है। और जो मैंने पॉइंट रेस किया था जी कि वो तो हमारे को अपना इंटरेस्ट रेट थोड़ा कम करना चाहिए, इससे हमारी डिमांड भी बढ़ेगी और इन्वेस्टमेंट भी बढ़ेगी।
While India is expected to be the fastest growing economy in the world after the Chinese slowdown, industrialists have begun to raise concerns over stalled reforms. The lack of investors' confidence has also been reflected in the plunge in stock markets over the last few months. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley assured that India would not be as impacted by the global economic turmoil as the other countries.
For more than one reason, the impact of this on Indian economy itself would be far lesser, particularly because our own fundamentals are reasonably strong.
The economy is estimated to have grown 7% in the first quarter of the fiscal, as against 7.5% in the preceding quarter.
In neighbouring Myanmar, opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi has called for a free and fair election in the upcoming parliamentary polls. She also urged for international monitoring of the vote.
Opposition leader and National League for Democracy or NLD chairperson Aung San Suu Kyi kicked off her campaign for the November 8th parliamentary elections on Tuesday. While Suu Kyi called for a free and fair election in what is being billed as the first legitimate vote since the end of military rule in 2011, she said that the transition would be more crucial.
For the first time in decades, our people will have a real chance of bringing about real change. This is a chance that we cannot afford to let slip. Through this transition, we hope to take our country to that point where there can be no return from genuine development in the democratic direction.
Suu Kyi urged for international monitoring of the election in which her party is expected to make major gains. The rise of hardline Buddhist nationalist groups have posed another threat. In the recent past, the Buddhist groups have been increasingly fueled hatred against religious minorities, particularly Rohingya Muslims, leaving them bereft of public rights. Many political parties have also denied election tickets to Muslims for the upcoming election.
Meanwhile, hundreds of girls in Afghanistan were hospitalized after suspected gas poisoning. Speculations arrived that Taliban militants who have been opposed to girls' education are behind the attack.
Around 300 girls from 3 different schools in Herat province were rushed to hospital on Monday after suspected gas poisoning. This is the 6th such attack on school girls in western Afghanistan over the past week. Though the cause of the incidents has not been established yet, authorities suspect Taliban's hand. The militant group has been vehemently opposed to girls' education, and women were banned from going to school during its rule between 1996 and 2001.
Police Commissioner of Mumbai Rakesh Maria has been promoted to the post of Director General of Home Guards on Tuesday. He swapped the position with another top cop, Ahmed Javed. Maria had been much in news in the past few days owing to the Mumbai police's ongoing investigation into the Sheena Bora murder case. Maria had solved the 1993 Mumbai serial blast case. He was also given the responsibility of investigation of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack. A 1981 batch IPS officer, Maria is one of the most decorated cops in the country. Authorities in India's western Mumbai have banned the sale of meat for 4 days during a religious festival of the minority Jain community. The order came with its own share of criticism.
The Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, or the BMC, which is currently governed by the BJP and Shiv Sena combined, has banned meat in Mumbai for 4 days during the Jain fasting season of Paryushan. The order for the ban was issued following its demand by the Jain community. The slaughter and sale of meat will not be allowed on September 10th, 13th, 17th and 18th. The civic body's decision was, however, criticized by many in the city.
कोई भी धर्म किसी के ऊपर खाने की पाबंदी नहीं लगा सकता है, पहली ये बात है। वो उनका जैसे धर्म है वैसे हर एक का अलग अलग धर्म के लोग ये शहर में रहते। ये शहर में खाने का जो घटने से अधिकार मिला है उसके ऊपर कोई भी पाबंदी नहीं लगा सकता है, भले ये हुकुमशाही मेजॉरिटी के हिसाब से हो या कुछ भी हो।
The Jain community will observe Paryushan from 11th September to 18th September. Mumbai, which is a melting pot of various cultures and communities, has a Jain population of over 850,000.
The situation in Pakistan's Sindh province is worsening by each passing day. Exiled activists have claimed. They allege that the indigenous populations are being targeted for the rich natural resources of the region. A report.
The discovery of coal and other mineral resources has resulted in the indigenous Sindhi population being uprooted from their homeland, Sindh nationalist leader Lakho Luhana said. He accused the Pakistan government of promoting large-scale migration of outsiders to the southern province, making the Sindhi people a minority in their traditional home.
दुनिया का छठा सबसे बड़ा कोल का ज़ख़ीरा है, जिसकी जो मोस्ट कंजर्वेटिव जो एस्टीमेट है वो 23 खरब डॉलर है। सिर्फ एक चीज़, सिंध में तकरीबन 100 जगह से गैस और तेल निकलता है अब तक, और बहुत सारी जगह हैं जिसमें मुसलसल निकल रहा है। फिर कोस्टल इलाका है, तो उनका ख्याल है कि सिंध में इतनी बाहर से पॉपुलेशन लाई जाए कि सिंधियों को अक़लियत में तब्दील किया जाए, और उस वजह से वो हर उस सिंधी को ख़त्म करना चाहते हैं।
Luhana claimed that the recent rise in sectarian violence in Sindh, including the attacks on Shia mosques and an Ismaili community bus, was probably because the Pakistani federal government was deliberately turning a blind eye.
रिलीजियस मदरसास की स्प्रेड हो रही है, जो स्ट्रेटेजिक रूट्स हैं उन पे अपने लोग बिठा रहे हैं, ज़मीनों की ऐसे बंदर बांट कर रहे हैं कि जैसे कोई तरीका, कोई कानून नहीं है। हमारे पास कोई सबूत तो नहीं है, मगर जिस तरह से ये वाक़यात हुए हैं सिंध में, 2-4 बहुत बड़े वाक़यात हुए। शिकारपुर में वाक़या हुआ जहाँ पे इमाम बारगाह पे अटैक हुआ, फिर कराची में सफुरा गोट पे इस्माइली जो कम्युनिटीज़ की बस पे पूरी बस को उन्होंने गोलियों से उड़ा दिया, मासूम लोगों को। हमारे ख्याल में इसके सारे के पीछे एस्टेब्लिशमेंट है।
He also called for more international attention into the ongoing situation in the province.
तो सिंध के जो लोग हैं उनमें बहुत बेचैनी है। एक बहुत बड़ी सियासी जद्दोजहद चल रही है जिसको मुसलसल जो है वो कंटेन करने के लिए पुरतशद्दुद जो है वो तरीक़ेकार अख्तियार किए हुए हैं, ऑनस्लॉट है। तो दैट्स द सिचुएशन वी सिंधीज़ आर फेसिंग, और उस वजह से हम इंटरनेशनल क्योंकि कम्युनिटी के पास आते हैं कि आएँ ये सूरत-हाल देखें.
There is an estimated 45 million ethnic Sindhis living in Pakistan. Although majority of them identify as Muslims, around 16% are Hindus who are being targeted.
Coming back to India, Sonia Gandhi will retain the position of President of the Congress Party for another year. The decision to extend her tenure was taken at the Congress Working Committee meet today in New Delhi. Earlier, few party members had demanded that Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi be elevated to the top post. However, the speculations over his elevation were dispelled after senior leaders claimed that Rahul is focusing on reviving the condition of the party after its big crash in the national polls last year. Italian-born Sonia Gandhi, who took over the reins of Congress in 1998, is the longest-serving chief of the Congress. Human rights lawyer Amal Clooney is set to begin her case with former Maldivian President Mohammad Nasheed even as she reached the island nation.
Renowned human rights lawyer Amal Clooney arrived in Maldivian capital Malé to defend former President Mohammad Nasheed, who is incarcerated on terror charges. Clooney is part of Nasheed's high-profile legal team who is battling to secure his release. Nasheed's imprisonment has been widely criticized by international communities, with many slamming the Abdullah Yameen government for denying fair trial to him.
Nasheed, your former president, who fought so hard to bring human rights and democracy to this country and is now a political prisoner here, one of many, unfortunately. I'm arriving in Malé, in your beautiful country, at unfortunately a time when the human rights situation and security situation is deteriorating by the day.
Maldives came under a grip of political turmoil ever since Nasheed was sentenced to 13-year imprisonment in March. International observers like the EU Parliament, UK and US have already called for his immediate release.
An e-version of the collected works of Mahatma Gandhi will now be available for everybody to read. The 100-volume work is a compilation of Gandhi's writings scattered around the globe.
The digital project, eagerly awaited by researchers and scholars, runs over 55,000 pages and has been compiled meticulously, maintaining strict academic discipline. The e-version of the 100 volumes of collected works of Mahatma Gandhi, launched by Indian Information and Broadcasting Minister Arun Jaitley, is available in the form of DVDs and has also been uplinked on the Gandhi Heritage portal. M.K. Gandhi, also known as Mahatma Gandhi, led India to independence and also advocated for civil rights and freedom across the world.
मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि सारे समाज को बहुत समय तक इस ज्ञान का बहुत बड़ा लाभ होगा और इट्स अ ट्रेजर व्हिच वी आर with almost no cost going to share with the rest of the world.
The compilation of the original series of CWMG started in 1956 and took 38 years for its completion. It was spearheaded by Professor K. Swaminathan.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Indian Prime Minister Modi discusses growth prospects of economy with industrialists. Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi kicks off campaign for upcoming parliamentary polls. And digitized version of Mahatma Gandhi's collected works launched. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.